Hey YouTube, it's your girl KiVonShe, Cushy Bougie, and I am here today for my second attempt at trying out the new Makeup Revolution X Tammi palette. So I attempted to do this video before and it was a natural disaster. I have no idea what was going on like in the world or with my chakras or my moon alignments, but the filming was not great. However, I did get a picture, which I'll insert here. I got a couple of pictures from it later. So this won't be a first impression or anything like that because I already used this palette. But I just want to refilm it and see what other looks I can create, and just to show y'all and just give y'all at least my thoughts and my review on the palette. I already did my brows, and I did my brows with the Revolution pomade. Can't see the name on it anymore because it's, I just rubbed the rest of it off. But use the pomade, and she always starts her brows first. So I wanted to just kind of do this video in like fashion. And this is the palette. It's really pretty. It comes with 18 shades. So I originally got my palette like a month ago, and when I opened it, one of the shimmers was like out of the pan. So I ended up tweeting Tammi and Makeup Revolution, and Makeup Revolution ended up working with me and sent me a brand new palette. So shout out to y'all's customer service team. It was packaged way better this time, and that I think that prevented the damage coming from, you know, overseas and stuff like that. So thank y'all. But it comes with 11 matte shades and 7 shimmers. And if y'all haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. And it's this shade. It fell out and I just kind of packed it back in there, so I'm gonna just use this. Okay, so first I'm gonna start off with some primer, and in this video I'm also gonna utilize the techniques that I've been using lately. So I'm gonna go in with my Essence mattifying and pore minimizing primer, and I'm gonna use that in my T-zones and just add a little bit to my cheeks. So what I've been doing lately is just apply primer to my face and then stamp that in, and then buff it out. And I know this video is not really about this, but you know, I came on here barefaced anyway, so you might just learn something. Next up, I have the Maybelline New York Master Prime Blur and Pore Minimize Primer. And I didn't show y'all the other one, but so many lights. There we go. This is what it looks like. And then this is the Master Prime. And one of these days, I'm going to do a Maybelline brand only video, because I have acquired a lot of Maybelline products. I have Maybelline eyeshadow palettes, Maybelline primer, Maybelline, what do you call this? Setting spray. So I don't know what's been going on, but I have a lot. And I think I have a Maybelline oh my god, I just lost the word. What do you call that? Mascara. Oh my god. Alright, so the primer is done. I am going to go in, actually, I did this combination the other day, so I'm going to go in with 2 foundations. I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 385, and I'm going to go in with my Beauty Bakery in the shade 17. So this is actually my summer shade, and I got this shade when I was 420 in the Fenty, and then, you know, winter happened and I am no longer that shade. So I'm gonna take a quarter of a pump, literally like that much, right? And this is for Jai Chanelli, so I can show her, because on my entire face, I just use one pump. Actually, before I even do that, I'm gonna, right quick, you can do this step. This step is optional, but I'm going to color correct right quick. So with the Fenty, I can kind of let that sit on my face a little bit, but not the Beauty Bakery. It dries down so fast. So before I get ahead of myself, I'm going to take the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Almond. And I'm going to hit any dark spots that I want to cover up. And again, this is an optional step, especially if you have super full coverage foundation. I don't. So I do this every once in a while. So I'm going to do that. And without touching this little pump, same brush. And this is a Real Techniques brush. I love these brushes. And without spreading it, because I want it to cover everything. I don't want to wipe. I want to just dab. And just going to go over that with the butt end of my sponge. And I'm done. Okay, so I did like a quarter of a pump for that. And for my Beauty Bakery, the pump stopped working. I don't know. I haven't used this in such a long time. I think last week was my first time using it in like 8 months. So I've been having to take it out. And I'm just going to just 3 little, like, I just let it press against my face. So about a quarter of a pump there. So for this, I'm going to switch my brushes, and I'm going to go in with my Morphe JH03 brush. And I'm just going to take this and dab it all around. So I'm just gathering the product, mixing it in, and bringing it over this half of my face. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but like, it's just already looking flawless. So once that's in, now I'm doing my new technique where I just go from the outside in and I buff it towards the center of my face. And I make sure I get the crevices of my nose as well. And I try to stay away from directly underneath my eye because I'm going to apply concealer there. And I don't want my face to look cakey. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other half of my face. And then I'll be back to get to what you really came here for. Okay, so I brought y'all in a little bit closer. And I had to move my lights away. So hopefully you can see like the true color. But anyways, what did I do? So I went and applied the LA Pro Girl Concealer in the shades Fawn to correct underneath the eyes and Light Tan to highlight. However, I didn't want anything super crazy dramatic, so I ended up setting my under eye concealer with the Fenty Beauty setting powder in the shade Honey. So that's why it's more brown underneath my eyes. And I set the rest of my face with the Kat Von D translucent powder, and I went over all of that with my MAC mineralized powder, finishing powder in the shade Dark. Sounds like a lot, but it really wasn't. And then I went over all of that with my Morphe bronzer. So you can see a little bit here and a little bit on my neck. But I didn't want to contour because I knew my face was going to be super freaking dramatic. So onto the eyes. So I kind of brought some of my concealer up on the eyes already, but I'm going to take the LA Pro Girl in the Light Tan as a base for my eyes. All right. There's really no transition shade in this palette, like, at all. So I'm going to do, let's do pink today. Pink Panther. And it is this one right here. So I think that's pretty pink. Before I blend, I'm going to wipe off this brush and go right above that with the do I want to go with orange or yellow? I'm gonna go with, let's go orange. Just gonna take a brush and now blend softly. So because I have hooded eyelids, I don't want to like get too crazy with my blending. I just want to kind of keep it in this general area, just so I don't lose space underneath there. Okay, so I'm gonna go right back in with that pink. And it could be my base, but I just felt like it was separating some. So I want to go right back in there and intensify that. So I got some fallout with the pink on my nose, which y'all can see. I don't know if I can clean that up. Oh, that was easy. I'm going to go back in with the LA Pro Girl Concealer, and I'm going to cut my crease. Looks good to me. Boo, y'all. I feel like, hold up. There you go. There's my skin. Okay, it's like super doom and gloom outside, so I actually wasn't sure what the natural lighting would do, but y'all can see it's really pretty. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna take my finger and go over this with the shade that's jacked up. It's called Soka. It's this one right here. And I'm going to take my pinky finger and go towards the end here. There we go. Okay. And just going to go in with, is this even, what is this? Is this a shimmer? Oh, it's not. We're going to go in with, I think that's the shade Moss. I'm going to try to go in. This is a nice little spring look. I can dig it. And just going to deepen up this edge here. So I didn't want anything too harsh, you know? Moss has a little bit of a shimmer to it. That's fine. I think that looks pretty. What do you all think? Just gonna take a brush that I didn't use and just clean all of this up. Alright, I'm going to apply a little bit of mascara before I throw on a lash. And this is, who is this? CoverGirl mascara. I used to hate putting on mascara before my lashes because I'm like, what is the purpose of putting on a lash if I still need to put on mascara? But one, if you have any product in your lashes, this literally gets rid of it and combs it out. Two, it really does help your real lashes stick to the falsies when you press them together. Alright, and for my lash today, I'm going to use Naked Drama Lash Couture, and this is the what do you call them? The shape Lacy. And this is what Lacy looks like. So for the first time in my life, I'm going to try to attempt to put a lash on on camera. Lash time. And you want to take this behind your lashes, and I always start with the center. Also, another trick is get your tool as close to the lash line as possible because you have more control. So here I'm just placing it. Okay, once I place it, I'm just going to use my fingers to press that right against my natural lash line, and voila! I'm so shocked that, you know, the gods decided to smile at me and do that. That was fast as fuck. Like, real time, like, nuts. I really like that. I will take Calypso right underneath the brow. That is super complete. So I'm gonna do the other side of my face, and then I'm gonna come back on camera and just do the last minute touches with my lips, my spray, my setting spray, and a little bit of cheekbone highlight. And when you see me, I won't look this raggedy anymore. Alright, so I am back. As you can see, I finished my other eye, and I think that this look turned out better than expected. So what I'm gonna do now is set my face lightly. And this is, before I go, this is a Maybelline Master Fix. And then I'm just gonna press that. I'm gonna go in with the Essence Get Cheeky blush and highlight palette. So for my highlight, I'm gonna use In Bloom. And then for my inner eye, I'm going to take the shade Crystal Crush, and it's almost white. That is, my lips. So I'm gonna go in with Essence again, and this is their Velvet Matte Lipstick in the shade number 6. I don't know where my brown lip liner is, so let's just be bold, I don't know, but I'm impressed today. And it's already shiny, but I'm gonna be extra because my eye look is extra. So I'm gonna go over it with my Fenty Gloss Bomb. I just love a juicy lip, so this came out kind of cute. I'm so happy. Okay, so tell me this is not like 70s realness. This is bomb. My hair is looking all good by accident because I'm supposed to be putting these Fulani braids in tomorrow, but this look came out so freaking bomb. So I just want to say, my review of this, it definitely applied way better than it did the first time I did this, and I really think it was just my technique, and maybe I was rushing, I don't know, but it was just way better. My thoughts on the palette, I'm gonna give it a good solid 8 out of 10. And I say 8 just because I did struggle a little bit with some of the colors, like the pigmentation or whatever, but it's still a bomb palette. I'm definitely gonna go to this like the entire summer, like in the rest of the spring. I think you can create so many looks from this palette. Like, you got your darks, you got your greens, you got your pinks, your reds, your shimmers, like all of that, like popping. So that is it for today's video. If you like this look, please give this a thumbs up and leave your comment down below. And if you've already done looks with this palette, definitely link your Instagram handle in the comments, and I'll definitely head on over to Instagram and like those photos as well. As always, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and make sure you also hit that notification bell, and I will catch you in my next video. I'm like obsessed right now. Like, does Diana Ross, this, okay, definitely Shaka Khan. Like, bomb. The base is bomb. The hair, everything is just so perfect.